And welcome back as ESD has a quick 2-0 lead here against Jesuit. Face-off battling for Henry. Suarez is going to pick it up off the carpet, move down the field. Get past one defender. He's drawing a double. He's moving his way in. He's got some clearance space. Flag up in the air off the clear trip. Second flag up in the air for a push. Jesuit's going to get the ball back. So 2 flags on the field. Jesuit with a massive chance here. So similar to hockey, folks, the play will not stop until ESD has safely secured the ball, at which point play will be whistled dead and the penalties will be enforced. We think a trip and a push may be the calls there, but the Rangers have a chance here with flags on the field to make a big impact. Teachout has it. He's going to spin back around, has hands free, elects to go doorstep. Vivian skips it just to the right. And with that, we will head over for the penalty, and we'll see what the call is. Great play, though. The Rangers, knowing that ESD has scouted out Teachout as a mid to long range shooting threat. And Vivian coming in, goal line extended, moving his way top crease, but just could not get the bouncer to find Twine.
ESD penalty, 1 minute for tripping. ESD penalty, 30 seconds for a push.
So you heard it there. Rangers with a man-up opportunity here after the trip and push. 1 minute on the trip, 30 seconds on the push. So Vivian pump fakes on the shot, wide by Curran Rose on a rope. Jesuit looking for the perfect opportunity here. Here comes Vivian, hands free, slips past defender, gets in the doorstep, and it's knocked away by the goalkeeper. Flag on the play, another one against ESD. That'll be their third here in the first quarter. Max Buck, the junior, as the first 30-second man up is released. Another one member of the Eagle squad will head to the sin bin, as I think another push going to be called off the technical. So now 3 members of ESD are currently in the penalty box. So again, another chance here for Jesuit. There are
Cross-checking and slashing, 2 minutes.
6 attackers on the field for Jesuit and 3 defenders. So the Rangers looking for a quick doorstep here. Discipline from ESD defense. The shot was taken just wide by McAllister Hobbs. Ranger looking for the perfect opportunity here. Tilt. Doorstep. Curran Rose sends it home. And Jesuit will finally break through and get their first goal of the game, as Curran Rose will score the Rangers' opening tally and cut the ESD lead in half. It's 2-1.
Number 9, Tilt.
Fernandez with the helper on Rose's first goal of the game. And it's 2-1. So penalties are released. Off of that, the Rangers get the man-up goal. False start against ESD. It'll be Jesuit's ball. Suarez with the quick restart. Takes the double hit, splits the defense. Here he comes. Henry Suarez is going to tie it up with the breakaway goal. He split the defense, moved his way into the top of the crease, fired it home, 2-2.
Henry Suarez.
What a physical play from the junior. Took all the contact. Kept the ball in his cross, kept his feet set. Found an opening, skipped it in, and we're tied 2-2. Great battle once again between these two squads at the X. Still loose. ESD has it and loses it. Ball loose once again, now going by the crease. Complete chaos going on as no one seems to want this ground ball. Rose is battling for it. Had it, lost it. ESD battling for it. They have it, and it looks like it's finally secured as the Eagles will move downfield. 4:36 left to go in a tie ball game. It's intercepted, though. Havivian has it, and the Rangers win transition, looking to get their numbers in. Havivian with the pick. So now Jesuit, we talked about this earlier on in the quarter. A chance to really set their offense for the first time today. As both teams are even strength. Soon won't be, though, as Jesuit's got another man up on the horizon. They lose the handle, but we'll see what the call is. And I'll tell you what, Henry Suarez, that goal is just still one of those great moments so far in this ball game. I think it's definitely, I want to give a quick shout out Juliano Sanchez and the athletic performance department. All the fact they've been lifting all that weight, that's why it was so easy to run in and take care of some business there. Very impressive play as the penalties called, so a man-up chance here for Jesuit again, tied 2-2. Rangers looking for their first lead of the game. Teachout gets pickpocketed by Montgomery. Poke check by the long stick. ESD clears it. They're going to be able to kill this penalty easily. Alex Chen going to work on Wasserman, forcing the retreat. .233 left to go. Ball back up to the top. As Griffin will retreat back. Jesuits' first penalty coming up off the flag. As Hassel's trying to break it away. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and we'll see what the call is here on the field. Teachout, looks like Teachout was the guilty party.
Jesuit penalty, 30 seconds for a hold.
Holding is the call, 32nd man up. Penalty from ESD is released, so this will be ESD's first man up of the game. And ESD's going to throw it away. And they got another flag on the play here. Not sure what this one is. It was away from the play. We didn't see it. And it looks like it'll be against ESD. Bit of elongated talk here. Another member of the Rangers squad also out. My guess is this may be unsportsmanlike on both teams. Just judging by the look of it and the fact that the
unsportsmanlike conduct on ESD and on Jesuit.
Yes, you could tell that was kind of coming because of the fact that the referee was taking the time to talk to both teams, and a member of each team now serving a penalty. So currently it's still ESD on the man up. They have one player in the penalty area, and Jesuit has two. Teach out and senior Jack Selner. Currently out for ESD is Wilson Murphy. So ESD's retaking the field, 1:47 left to go in this first quarter. It's a 2-2 game. Looks like ESD will restart, and they will. Goal line extended. It's going to be Dundon. Ball is loose. Drew Martin causing some chaos on the pass intended for Fletcher Calvert. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with ESD at the 1:30 mark. Exactly what we've expected between these two squads so far. Relatively low-scoring affair. Last few matchups between these squads has rarely gone to double digits as there's a whistle on the field. Quick discussion on the field. I think it was about the release. And another flag is going to go down. Looks to be off an illegal substitution, as soon as Matthew Isbell took the field, they made the call.
Jesuit penalty, 30 seconds for offsides.
Offsides, excuse me. And a timeout's going to be called by Jesuit. So we'll be right back. 1:07 left to go. 2-2 is your score here on JesuitRangers.org. So resetting here, 1:09 left to go. It's a 2-2 ball game here at Postell Stadium, and it's like hopefully here we finally have all these whistles and flags settled. We can finally get back to some lacrosse after the offsides call has provided a two-man up chance for ESD waning down here in the final moments of the opening quarter. Wilson Murphy will take a goal line extended flip to Wasserman. He's going to get it right back. Hands-free chance there for Blair, but he elected to pass it up after a really nice closeout from Hassel. Wasserman will take it back behind the cage to Dundon. Goal line extended, moves back up, 15 yards out. Goes top point to Calvert. 30 seconds left. Shot on the way. Flag up in the air. No goal. And they're going to call no goal. I believe a man was in the crease. But it looks like there should be a penalty against Jesuit. The reason why that ball was called dead was a member of the ESD team was standing in the goal crease and made contact with Lapino. And we'll see what the call is against Jesuit.
Jesuit penalty, 30 seconds for interference.
So the interference is on Jesuit, but it's still whistled to play dead. Testing my knowledge of the lacrosse rulebook today. As we go down to the final 18 seconds of the first quarter. Wasserman will take it back behind the crease, now down to 11. Flip back up top, Dundon moves back up to Wasserman. There's 4 seconds left. 3, 2, ESD's going to get stick check, and that should wrap up the first quarter, and it will. So ESD will have a little more time on the man up when we go into the second quarter, but the game is tied 2-2. Great one so far, exactly what we expected between these two squads. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back, folks. Here to start the second quarter. Still a man up for ESD, so they're going to start this quarter with possession. Shot high. That was taken by Wasserman. So ESD will get the ball back. And starting off this quarter with a brief man up. Another fantastic stop by Lupino off the shot by Dundon. And the Rangers are going to get the ground ball here. Hassel, I believe, got it. So now a chance for Jesuit to clear. Fernandez is going to bring it into the zone. Cycle it on back, and here comes Jesuit with their first possession here in the second quarter. Goals in the opening quarter scored by Curran Rose and Henry Suarez. It was a quarter chock full of penalties for both squads. It's kind of weird because you can't really get into a groove not playing even strength, and we'll see right now if this kind of reverse to that feeling out process you normally see in the first quarter as Caden Vlazimski will flip it back behind the crease to Rose, who passes it right back to Vlazimski. Draws the double, goes back up top to teach out. A lot of collapsing inside the crease by ESD. Fernandez tries to take advantage, take a bouncer from 7. Ball will stay in the cross of the Rangers after a nice backup by Cameron Martin, freshman, who's had a strong start to the year. Fernandez swinging wide, nice spin. Tries to dodge and get his hands free, cannot. Goes to Martin, Martin to teach out. Vivian flips right side, Vlazimski drives in, thinks better of it, now goes back in for another run. Martin swinging back over to Vivian, over to teach out. Teach out driving in. A lot of contact, knocked him off his feet a bit, had to pull back. He was making more of one of his goal runs there, but a nice breakup by Montgomery. No relation. This Brady Montgomery so far has shown to be a fantastic long stick mid, and I'm just a lowly broadcaster here on JesuitRangers.org. Thanks again for tuning in. As Sam teach out, we'll take the ball once again at about the 25. Shot on the way and a goal to Fernandez. 8th, the stick check, kept the ball, got back up, and sent it home. Give Jesuit its first lead of the game. 3 different goal scorers for the Rangers so far. All juniors making a big impact here against the Eagles. That was a great tally. Hard fought by Jesuit. Suarez battling back at the X, but both squads now fighting for it. Nice clean pick by ESD. Shot on the way and a goal. And that's going to be Braden Montgomery with the long stick. He gets it right back. And folks, we're sitting on the far left side here at Postel Stadium. And there's a wide range of Jesuit fans that have come out for today's game, but we would be remiss to not give some credit to the ESD fans that are also here today. They've taken up pretty much from the 35-yard line on to the south side end zone. Folks, this rivalry is alive and well. Doesn't matter what month we play it in, Jesuit ESD is going to bring the crowd and certainly bring the action so far. As a whistle against ESD. So Jesuit's going to get it back. So after giving up the quick goal that was scored by Montgomery, Jesuit's going to get the ball right back with a chance to take the lead back. Hobbs sends it over to Martin. And a call against Jesuit. We'll give it back to ESD. Not sure what that was. Maybe in the crease. As the call was made by the judge from behind. And the clear attempt almost made by Huggins was disrupted as Vivian sent him to the sideline with a huge check, but still a good clear by ESD. Floating in off the post was the shot by number 6, Jake Griffin. Be an ESD restart. 7:36 left to go in the first half. It's a tie ball game once again. Blair will take it. Pass it off to Griffin. Griffin. Another bouncer, but it can't be handled. Rough pass towards the end line. Drifting back towards the sideline and is picked up by Jesuit. The Rangers caused a turnover looking for the clear. Lupino gets the feed from Chen, and Hassel will go down to Hobbs, puts on the Jets, gets past midfield. Good clear for Jesuit. Just under 7 left to go. T-Chow will take it. Shakes past just wide. I think you saw a little bit of the rubber pellets kicking up to the left of the goal. Jesuit will get the restart. Rose sends it back. Fernandez at top. T-Chow to Havivian. Navy commit facing off against Price Johnson. Sophomore midi. Havivian moves in. Goal line extended. Moves back behind. Vivian goes back up top, hands free for Fernandez, but a nice closeout by Bagley. Down to 5:55 left to go. Blazimski off the post after moving his way past the defender. Ball still loose. Jesuit had almost a doorstep chance as Teachout picked up the ball off the ground, tried to get it to Rose. It was intercepted. ESD almost lost it, but a nice ground ball pickup by Price Johnson has it going right back to the Eagles. And an amazing save, but off the end line, it'll stay with ESD. Crazy sequence of events. Bouncer taken by Griffin. It'll go out of bounds and restarted once again. Shot on the way. I think that one got blocked by Chen. Shot off the doorstep by Murphy. And it'll go to Jesuit. Nicely backed up by Hassel. So it'll be a restart by Jesuit at the 4:04 mark. 3-3 we stand. Another low-scoring affair between these two teams. Ball was lost, pass mishandled. It'll go right back to ESD, 3:45 left in the first half. And a lot of that comes from the pressure that's pushing the sideline. ESD so far are almost baiting Jesuit, asking them, begging them to send the ball towards the sideline. And they are just pinching with their long sticks right before the midfield line and causing a lot of disruption. But ESD turning the ball over right there, as you saw, a little bit high up the ladder. And it looks like a timeout is going to be called, as Jesuit will take some time to talk about this one. 3:28 left to go. Big possession on deck in a 3-3 ball game. Restart for Jesuit at the 3:30 mark here, second quarter. Even strength for both teams. Game tied 3-3. Hobbs will send it back over to Curran Rose, who moves back up top to Fernandez, back to teach out. And again, you kind of see the stacked defense by ESD. A bit of a zone compared to the man defense that Jesuit has been running. As Hobbs cuts in, draws the double. Rangers looking to rotate quickly, find the open man. They move back up to the top with 2:52 left to go. Vivian from the parking lot will go out of bounds. He'll stay with Jesuit as the backup was there from Rose. Rose goal line extended. Passes back to Hobbs, who moves back towards top point. Edge of the box. Shot, goal! Cameron Martin fires it home from goal line extended. And a great possession. Number 23 in white with a great tally.
Cameron Martin, assisted by number 14, McAllister Hobbs.
Hobbs, you saw it. Jesuit was kind of baiting, moving the ball in towards the crease, waiting for someone to move. The first time that it didn't really work, they retreated back, but I think Martin saw exactly what he wanted to see on that play, that the goal line extended doorstep was open if he was there at the right moment, and that was a play that was really made by a fantastic feed from McAllister Hobbs. As a quick restart, Suarez looking for number 2 just high of the crossbar. And it'll stay with Jesuit. 2:18 left to go. So a huge possession here for the Rangers, under 2 minutes left to go in this opening half. So 1:33 left. Teach out has it at the top. Again, 1 goal lead is great going into halftime, but 2 would be even sweeter. So Jesuit is more than content to spend these final moments with the ball, looking for a good chance. Vivian has it, bodies up, sees the double, draws back, and it's okay because there's still 1:10 left on this first half clock. 1:04 now left. So you cross a minute remaining here in this first half, and the ball is poked loose. Montgomery with another huge stick check, but it's picked up by Jesuit. Teach out as Montgomery loses the head of his stick. 2 flags are on the field, and so it looks like it'll be a man-up chance for ESD. The ball is still loose. Jesuit has it. Play will continue, but now it is finally stopped. So at least 1 penalty, if not 2. We will let you know when we hear back from the officials. It looks like there's 2 members of the ESD squad in the penalty area, is Bagley and Montgomery. Apologies for the quick error on the scoreboard. We got that one fixed. Shout out to our fantastic Jesuit Ranger Sports Network member, Benoni Mesfin, for letting me know. So I believe that I definitely heard the 1 minute. I did not hear the first one. I believe it was also, I guess would be a 30-second for a push, as it happened after the initial contact. But regardless, a huge chance here for Jesuit. 4 defenders in the field for ESD. 6 attackers in the field for Jesuit. 41 seconds left to go. It's going to be a shot by Hobbs, but a stick on that one from Henry Watson. And they'll quickly stop play as there was supposed to be a clock stoppage on the out of bounds. As 38 seconds will go on the clock. Shot on the way, Havivian off the post. Rebound by Hobbs, and it's in the back of the net. Talk about the right place to be at the right time. Havivian ripped one off the pipe. McAllister Hobbs was waiting for it, found it off the rebound, sent it home, and off the man-up chance. It's a 2-goal lead for Jesuit with 22 seconds left to go here in the first half. A huge play by Martin, but still the last 2 goals, both have had points scored, either on an assist or on a goal by McAllister Hobbs. ESD off the quick pickup, looking to score quickly. Shot goal by ESD, and that is how lethal the Eagles can be. Right there, case in point, that is their 2nd goal. Scored in transition this quarter. The first one was off the long stick, Montgomery, as he took advantage of a clear. And that one scored off the face-off by Ross Chasnow. He says, you know what, Henry, you got one off the face-off in the first quarter. I'm going to get you one right back here with 16 seconds left to go here in the second. So we're back to a 1-goal game. And remember, folks, remember that goal off the rebound by Hobbs. Chasnow is going to get it right back. Now 11 seconds left to go, and wisely, ESD is going to call a timeout after the clean pick off the faceoff. 10.7 seconds left to go here in this first half of play. We have a great one brewing here at Postel Stadium, folks. Don't go away. Quick restart here. 10 seconds left to go. ESD looking for the game tire. Driving in, goal line, extended doorstep shot, stuffed by Lupino. 1.2 out of bounds it'll go. And so it's going to have to be a quick pass shoot. Shot on the way, it's not going to count. They waved it off before. So Jesuit will go into halftime with a 1-goal lead. We'll see you in a few minutes here on JesuitRangers.org. And welcome back, folks. 5-4 is your scores. We head into the third quarter of action between these two teams. The goals in the third quarter by Jesuit were scored by Fernandez, Cameron Martin, and Hobbs. And so we're waiting to see if this Jesuit senior lineup is going to make their big impact. But right off the bat, off the face-off, ESD is going to tie it up here in the third.
ESD goal scored by number 30, Ross Chasnow.
Chasnow's going to score his second off the faceoff. And so only 6 seconds off the third quarter clock, and we got a fresh ball game here at Post-Dill Stadium. The rain is starting to come down a little bit heavier, a little bit of a light drizzle to start the first half, but now it's starting to come down. So we'll see how much of an impact that makes. Face-off violation will give the ball back to ESD. So Griffin is going to move his way in. ESD has not led in this game since the first quarter. A lot of ties. Jesuit went quickly ahead there in the second quarter, but the game tied right back up. This Eagles squad wants to be back in the driver's seat, and they have the chance here early in the third quarter to do so. Ball back out to the point, switched left to Murphy. Blair will take it. Thought about it. Take the shot. Lapino made that one look easy, even though there was a double screen in front of him. But as we were mentioning, the senior lineup, a big part of it. And, there's one student athlete we're thinking about today, Billy Metz, not playing in tonight's game. I know he's tuning in live on JesuitRangers.org and looking forward to hopefully seeing him soon. The Rangers are back in action here on Saturday against Lake Travis. We'll have that game for you live. See if the Rangers can put some work in and make sure that they remain unbeaten heading into that contest. Nice clear by Jesuit on that last possession. Off the save by Lapino. Always so critical in these matchups to make sure that you can just simply clear the ball. Just do the basics, then let the rest of the game speak for itself. But right there, another heads-up play. Preston Maderi got the pick off the pass by Hobbs. He wasn't even looking at Hobbs. He was reading the stick of Rose back behind the net. As here comes Montgomery. He has one on the day. Make it two. You asked me beforehand, you put the roster in front of me, and you say, hey, who are going to be the two top scorers for this team thus far? I would be lying to you if I said it was going to be the long stick mid and the face-off guy, but they have 2 goals apiece, and ESD has a 1-goal lead. I know I was talking before the game about Caden Dundon, an attackman, a senior attackman, who has a lot of talent along with Wasserman. Drew Wasserman, I believe he has one in the first quarter, but this ESD team is so efficient in how they play in transition, and that's what you see, and that's who scores goals in those situations, your long sticks and your face-off guys, is they're able to move down when the numbers are away and essentially becomes an ISO game. And so far, Montgomery and Chasnow have had their eyes up, ready to shoot, and they've been able to find Twine on both occasions. Now ESD with momentum here, 3 unanswered goals and a 1-goal lead here with 9:01 left to go here in the third. Shot on the way wide. That was taken by Jake Griffin. Fletcher Calvert was trying to get in. He gets stick checked. Jack Sellner gets the stick and the ball out of his hand, but he cannot pick up the ground ball. It'll stay with ESD, but a nice job by Sellner to push the stick check. Dundon will open it up. Doorstep shot. Contact. Out of bounds it'll go. That was Wasserman with the shot. Lapino with the strong stick check to make that ball go up and over the crossbar. Here comes ESD once again. And that's, I believe, another save by Lapino, as ESD is going to be unable to pick up the ground ball. It's scooped up by the junior goalkeeper, and now the Rangers are off to the races. Charlie Metz will take the ball. We're talking about that sideline double team. There it is once again, but this time giving the ball to Curran Rose. He puts the Jets on, moves back up to the point. Till Fernandez will flip it over to Teach Out, and Jesuit, after evading the double team off the clear attempt, can now set up their offense with 7:42 left to go here in the third, down by 1. Fernandez to Vlazimski on the right side. He moves goal line extended. Martin's drifting behind. Just in top of the crease is Rose. A lot of threats here on the field for the Rangers. The ball's going to be swung wide to Havivian, top point to Teach Out. Rose will take it, thought about it, cocked back. Instead, he flips over to Havivian. And Vlazimski over to goal line extended. Shot wide, will stay in possession of the Rangers. Shot on the way by Jesuit, a fantastic save. Vlazimski had a really good look at it, but Buck was able to track that off the stick. And here comes ESD. Eagles clear it. Shot on the way high. Out of bounds it'll go. Eagles keep possession, 5:51. Shot on the way. That one, I believe, was blocked off the stick by Chen. I think Chen knocked it into the air a little bit. Dundon. Goal line extended, stick check off the double team. Tyler Gasm and Drew Martin with a nice double team there, and the Rangers now moving downfield. Jesuit will clear. Again, down by 1. This game shaping up to be like a lot of the previous meetings between the Rangers and the Eagles. We talked about it before. Jesuit has won. Actually, these two teams are split 2-2 the last 4 matchups, both overall and in the regular season. You look at the last 5 matchups, the state semifinal in last May, 1-goal game. Last year's regular season matchup, 1-goal game. Last time they matched up here at Postel, a 1-goal game. State title game in 2017, a 1-goal game. As a shot was taken on the way, a nice save again. That was taken by Cameron Martin. He was looking for number 2. Buck went low to shut that one out. So once again, here comes ESD. 3:46 left to go in this third quarter. They hold a 1-goal lead. They have the momentum so far. They've scored 2 unanswered goals to start the half after ending this first half with a tally. Jack Sellner got the ground ball. Stick check made it loose, but there to pick it up is Charlie Metz, so the Rangers are on the clear. 3:23 left to go, third quarter. It's a 1-goal game. Down to 3:01 remaining here in the third. Drawing the double team is Rose. Havivian took a shot from about 25 yards, at 15 yards out, excuse me. But a nice backup by Jesuit will keep the ball in favor of the blue and gold. Havivian from the top once again. Mishandled pass out of bounds. There'll be another turnover to ESD. So that'll put the Eagles back on the clear. ESD moving with speed. Ball's out of bounds. No, sorry, staying in bounds. Off the double stick check from Jesuit. And a fantastic clean check by Hassel. Ball was out of bounds. It'll go right back to ESD. Shot and beautiful check from Chen. We'll watch as the ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to Jesuit. So the defense coming up huge on that possession by ESD. Ranger fans letting the long sticks know their support. ESD's trying to break up the clear attempt, but a nice shovel went from Teach out back to Chen. Lapino will go to Hassel. So Hassel had the original stick check. Loose ball push, gave it right back to ESD. They tried to move on the restart. But Alex Chen using the hit stick to get that one away as it was one-on-one coverage heading towards the crease. Now the Rangers have it back. And Lapino's going to turn it right back over. But another stick check. Fernandez goes for the ground ball, doesn't get it. Just absolute chaos between the 40s here for both teams. Here in the third quarter, we're down to 1:15 left to go here in the third. Still a 1-goal game. So we talked about at the end of the second quarter how important it was for Jesuit offensively to score that second goal, the one that was scored by Mac Hobbs. And now it's really the other way around. Stopping ESD offensively, trying to quell this run. They go into the fourth, down by 1. 48 seconds left to go here in the third quarter clock. It's a 1-goal lead for ESD. Steady rain here at Postell Stadium. ESD driving in, they're going to score. That's Drew Wasserman. And you want to talk about tendencies and kind of what you see shooting-wise, what these teams elect to do from quarter to quarter. ESD here in the third really went high to high for a majority of their shots. And Wasserman switched it up there, went for the bouncer. A lot of the mental part of this game, knowing when to kind of go into your arsenal, when to try something a little bit different that may just get you that edge. And Wasserman was running in, shot it low, got the goal. Chaz now with the clean pick. Dundon shot. Wasserman just wide. I think Lapino got a piece of the body on that one. So Jesuit off the backup will get the restart. 25 seconds left to go. Jesuit would love to stop this run by ESD and take momentum into the fourth quarter. They led by 2, now they're trailing by 2. It's been 4 unanswered goals by ESD. Jesuit trying to shut it down. Teach out, shot, rebound, score! Cameron Martin will stuff it home and cut the lead back down to 1.
Jesuit goal scored by number 23, Cameron Martin, his second goal of the evening.
That is the second rebound goal of the game for Jesuit. On two separate situations, there's been a shot off the pipe. Just landed right where it was supposed to land. And this time, Cameron Martin with the heads-up play. Quick trigger. 1-goal lead for ESD. 9 seconds left to go in the third. Quick shovel back. Montgomery will take it at midfield, and I think the ESD is more than content just to let this quarter expire with a 1-goal lead and make sure Jesuit doesn't take that transition shot. So we will go to the fourth. What do you know? It's ESD Jesuit. It's a 1-goal game. We'll be right back. And the yell will carry us into the fourth quarter, a 7-6 lead for ESD, folks. This is exactly what we've expected between these two squads, and right now the Chasnow-Suarez battle is going to be even bigger as we head into the fourth. Both of these teams playing to what the weather is giving them. Chasnow will take it. He's looking for a hat trick, and he just torpedoes that one into the turf. He'll get it back in the backup, though. So 11:47 left to go. ESD has possession. Jesuits breaking a 4-goal run off the tally by Cameron off the rebound. Charlie Metz causing some disruption, forcing a pass. Shot off the pipe by ESD. Ball is still loose. Teachout's going for it. On the way, doorstep shot. That's going to be a huge goal for ESD, and that was all taking advantage of a broken play. That's a very, very heads-up lacrosse team right there, taking advantage of a loose ball situation. Nothing you can do in that situation when the passes are being made as crisply as they were there. Rodvold finding Wasserman. And it's a 2-goal lead for ESD. Again, the ball was loose. The Rangers had a handful of guys on the left side, doorstep, and then right there, ready to put it in, was Rodvold. That was a great play. Jesuits able to pick it up. Drew Martin has it. Flips it on back of Vivian. Will take the ball. And a big possession here. Jesuit down by 2. Ball was deflected off of ESD, so we'll stay with Jesuit. Vivian puts his body into the defender, seeing if he can get himself up a little bit, but instead retreats back. Here comes Curran Rose. Flips it and scores! Oh my goodness! A low percentage shot from the junior. Just turned and burned. And absolutely snuck that one on the upper right post. I mean, he took that shot from goal line extended. Impressive play from Curran Rose. We've seen some really solid goals scored in this game, but that one may be the best one so far. Rose, a lot of confidence right there just to take the shot. And really, I think it says something about what this defense from ESD has given Jesuit. You almost have to take those surprise shots because their man-to-man defense has been so strong. and have been so suffocating so far in this game. Dundon, quick shot. ESD's going to strike right back and take another 2-goal lead. That's Wasserman off the feed from Dundon. This ESD team will not go away, and they will not stop in transition. That must be the 5th goal they've scored in transition. 6th, actually, if you count the last one as well. And this Eagles team can strike so quickly. Face-off will go to Chaz now. Ball is checked loose, though. Sellner battling for it. A nice heads-up play by Rodvold. Shot is wide. It'll go out of bounds, stay with ESD. So 8:55 left to go. ESD with the ball, holding a 2-goal lead. Murphy has it. Shot on the way. Stick was on it by Sellner, and that sent it wide from Wasserman. Ball tracked back, Griffin. Move in, take a jumper, shot off the pipe. Shot on the way and another big-time goal by ESD. Number 6 in blue is going to score that one. So 8:08 left to go. And Episcopal School of Dallas has taken a 3-goal lead. Suarez will grab the ground ball. Rangers got to get to work. Suarez moving in. Spins around 2 defenders. Havivian picks it up and scores! Big goal off the face-off win. Suarez decided he wanted to dance through the entire ESD defense, and the ball was stick-checked. But at the last second, able to find a quick feed to Havivian, and Havivian scores his first of the game. ESD can hold the Navy commit in check for only so long until he's going to get you. So here we go again, another big face-off, and it's another big win for Jesuit. Here come the Rangers. Havivian sits it back. A massive possession right now for Jesuit. 7:44 left to go. They're down by 2. Two things in this possession. Obviously, you want to try to make sure you walk away with here with a goal, but the worst case scenario is a turnover, quick transition, and ESD scoring. They've been so lethal in that you have to make sure that this is a possession, preferably a goal, but making sure you do not turn the ball over to give ESD a chance to move backwards. Cameron Martin moved past the screen set by Rose. And that ball's going to go back towards midfield off the bad pass over and back. It'll go to ESD. So here come the Eagles. 6:52 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 2-goal lead for ESD. Ball passed up to the top. It's going to be a hands-free chance and a phenomenal save by Lapino. He saw that one right off the stick as the shot was taken by Murphy. He's going with a sidearm look. Lapino was ready for it. Caught it in the cross, and now Jesuit with a big-time clear. Gaslam will pass to Teach out, and the Rangers get inside the zone and see what they can do with it here. 5:56 left to go. Jesuit down by 2. Blazemski over to Hobbs. Teach out to Havivian. Martin has it. Gets past the defender looking for somewhere to go, but the defense doing a solid job sealing off any quick shots in front of the crease. Here comes Hobbs. He has some running room as a flag is going to be called for contact to the head. Teach out. Tries to drive in, is turned away. Down to 4:43. Again, flag on the field. As Teach out will pass back. Rose back to Teach out. Shot on the way. That was Curran Rose looking for another quick turner. Does not get it, but a penalty will be called, so Jesuit will go up in the man up here for a moment. See exactly if it's a 30, if it's a 30 or if it's a 60.
ESD penalty, 1 minute for slashing.
So 1 minute man up. .418 left to go. Jesuit down by 2. Big chance here, man up. Rose, shot, wide. Stays with Jesuit. Martin gets it. Goes up top, Fernandez to Teach out. Teach out wide to Curran Rose. Passes it off. Hobbs, Rose, shot, goal! You could see that one developing. Curran Rose was left hands free, and he fires it home, and it's a 1-goal game with 3:58 left to go in the fourth quarter.
By number 22, Curran Rose, his third goal of the evening, assisted by number 14, McAllister Hobbs.
So a hat trick for Rose. And folks, this is probably one of the best parts about this sport. You got 11 guys on the field, but the only 2 that matter right now are those at the middle. Chaz now against Suarez. Big-time face-off, and it goes to the Rangers. Henry Suarez has the face-off. Jesuit has a chance to tie it. 3:49 left to go. It's a 1-goal game. Jesuit more than happy just to wait for their moment. This is the exact situation you want to be in if you're a Jesuit fan. You have more than enough time, over 3 minutes, with a team that is so meticulous with their offense and what they're able to do in finding the open man. And right now, a lot of the attention, rightfully so, is on Curran Rose. He's been lethal from that far side. But you cannot forget about number 2 in white, Tommy Havivian. Cameron Martin will pass it back to Curran Rose. Teach out. Goes over to Havivian. Swings it wide to Vlazimski. Also can't forget Sam Teachout. He ended last year's double overtime game against ESD. Plenty of options for this squad. Vlazimski Fernandez gives it right back to the junior Caden. Rose will have it. We're down to 2:40 here in the fourth. Rose has it. Tries to dodge past one defender. Gets over to Teachout. Teachout will cycle it back with 2:28 left to go. Montgomery with the long pole. He's caused some disruption tonight. Rise up Teachout, who has to retreat. Havivian gets it. Goal line extended. He slips past one defender. He's looking to move forward. He gives it back. Vlazimski now takes the hit. Cycles it back. We're down to 2:09 left to go. Teachout and Vlazimski playing catch back and forth, getting ready as the Rangers now have 2 minutes to tie this one up. .152 remaining here in the fourth. Curran has it. Slips past one defender. Dances towards the crease. Drifts back. Trailer on the way from Vlazimski. And it's just high. So we're down to 142. Jesuit will keep it with the backup from Havivian. Tommy passes it up. Vlazimski goes forward again. A fantastic stop by ESD. That was a huge save by Max Buck off the absolute rip from Caden Vlazimski. The clear is made by ESD. And the timeout will be called after the massive stop on the defensive end by the Eagles. Don't go anywhere. 1:25 left to go. Rangers need to force a turnover and score to tie this one up. All right, folks, resetting once again. 1:25 left to go here in the fourth. ESD has one timeout. Jesuit has two. ESD has the ball. Jesuit needs to force the turnover, get the clear, and score. Obviously, you cannot see a goal scored here by ESD, or else that's going to put the Rangers in a huge spot of trouble. As we're down to, to a minute 15 here in the fourth. And again, ESD in a situation like this, you'll see a lot of just passing at the point. The Rangers eventually, you'd assume, are going to try to put a press on or a double team to cause some chaos. So down to 1 minute. ESD content passing on the perimeter. Doing a good job keeping the ball away from this Jesuit defense. ESD has it. 40 seconds. Doorstop. Dundon back behind the cage once again. And they'll reset down to 34. Rangers need to try to get a turnover here from ESD. And the Eagles set back now, 23 left to go. Ball is high out of bounds. And it looks like it was a turnover on the press. And so it's going to be Jesuit ball with 20.8 left to go. Here come the Rangers. They got 18 seconds to work with. Jesuit moving downfield. It's going to go to McAllister Hobbs. Hobbs moving downfield. He has some open space. Hobbs is going to tie it up with 8.1 on the clock.
Jesuit goal scored by number 14.
Can you believe that? ESD tried to force the Rangers to score in transition. They threw the ball out of bounds. Jesuit had 20 seconds to go from end line to end line, and they did so. The clear found McAllister Hobbs. He ran coast to coast, dropped it in, and folks, we are tied. We'll be right back. Timeout on the field. All right, folks, 8.1 seconds left to go. Huge face-off. Chasnow can definitely get downfield in 8.1 if he wins this clean. Suarez can also go downfield in that quickly if there is a clean pickup. So we'll see what happens. What a great game. Ball's going to be loose. It's going to be picked up by ESD. Not on a clean, though. Suarez is going to pick it up. 3 seconds on the clock. He moves forward. He's going to spin. And that will take care of the regulation period. We will head to overtime
At the end of regulation,
with a 10-10 game after the game tying goal with 8.1 seconds left to go by McAllister Hobbs, folks. Golden goal. Winner takes all. The last 2 regular season games have been decided in overtime. This one's not going to be any different. We'll be right back. Welcome to overtime, folks. 5 minutes on the clock. First goal will win. McAllister Hobbs ties it up for Jesuit with 8.1 seconds left to go. This place is absolutely rocking. Suarez against Chaz now. It's been a great battle all night at the X. It's going to be a false start. It's going to go to ESD. Lupino's been strong in cage. And timeout's going to be called. We'll be right back. ESD has it here in overtime. And we're back, 3:44 left to go. ESD starts once again with possession. They have it. They're coming in from the 45-yard line. Again, first goal wins here in overtime. Tied 10-10. Alex Chen almost with the play of the game. Poked the ball out of bounds, but it's going to stay with ESD as it was last touched by the junior long stick. Moving it back to the top, Mumphrey going to drive in. Solid job by Jesuit closing out. Mumphrey's not going to get it. Sellner's trying to make a stick check. Dundon will pick it up, flip it back over to the top where it's going to find its way to Blair. Blair, from about 15 out, moves to the left. Jesuit defense has looked strong all game. Shot on the way, wide. It'll stay with ESD as Dundon's there to back it up. Dundon shot. Saved by Lupino. So that's part 1. Part 2's the clear. Chen tries to get it to Teach Out. He gets it with one hand, and here he comes. The Rangers with a chance to pick up the win. Teach Out will pass it over to Havivian. And the Rangers will reset, and they will call a timeout of their own. The Ranger defense stands tall. Jesuit will have the ball with a chance to win this in overtime. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, folks. 2:39 left to go in overtime. Jesuit with the ball. They're restarting on the near side. Tommy Havivian will have the ball. It's passed off to Cameron Martin. Cameron has a few goals so far today. No timeouts left for either team. Martin driving back, going to Rose. Rose back up top of Vivian. From deep, it's going to stay in the possession of the Rangers. So Jesuit with a quick restart here. Rose has it. Teach Out back to Hobbs. Hobbs swings wide. Goal line extended. Back behind. Goes back to Rose once again. Rose draws the double. Cameron Martin looking to turn the corner. Goes to Vivian. Back up top. Fernandez passes back to Teach Out. Teach Out switches hands. Moves in. Lefty shot. High. Stays with Jesuit. Martin's there to back it up. 1:47 left to go here in overtime. Cam Martin. Fantastic screen set by Curran Rose. Rangers cycling on the perimeter once again. Hobbs Teach Out play catch. Hobbs has it on the far side. Gets past one defender. Moves to the top of the point. Passes off to Havivian. Moves in, draws his man. Goes back over to Teach Out. Down to 1:15 in overtime. Teach Out Moving in. Finds some open space. Off the crossbar. It goes out of bounds. And it'll stay with Jesuit once again. Curran Rose able to back it up and keep it in the possession of the Rangers. So 1:05 left to go. Teach out. Had an open look at it. But Jesuit still with the ball. 55 seconds left to go, down to 50. Hobbs now will take it. Move left. Pass back behind once again. Martin. Back over. Rose. Gets some open space now. Teach out will take it again, down to 37 seconds. Teach out. Driving in. Has a lane. Drives in. And it's just wide. Step in the crease. It'll go back to ESD with 31.8 seconds left to go. So that ball went back over on the crease step. So now 26 seconds left to go. ESD has it. Down to 20. Rangers force the pressure. Jack Sellner is there. He will pick up the ground ball. Down to 11 seconds. Jesuit moving downfield. Sellner has to move. Rangers down to 6 seconds. Havivian has ISO. Drives forward. Pushes in. Spin move. Ground ball picked up by ESD. Double overtime bound here at Postell Stadium. We'll put 4 more on the clock, and we'll be right back. We head, believe it or not, for the 3rd consecutive regular season into double overtime. These two teams have been a model of consistency. Make it even crazier. The last time these two teams met, the final score was 11-10. The final score of this game will be 11-10. And so just talk about how much familiarity these two teams have, what a great rivalry this is. And so here we go, a huge face-off. Chaz now against Suarez. And it's going to be a clean pick from Suarez. So Jesuit will start off with possession if they can get it. And Suarez will pick up the ground ball. And here comes the chance for the Rangers. In transition, Suarez will dump it off, get off the field, and Jesuit's offense will set up here to start the 2nd overtime. Fernandez will trigger it in and go to Hobbs. Hobbs gets past one defender, moves goal line extended, takes a shot. Instead of a pass, over the crossbar. So Martin now has it. I thought he was going for a shot. It was a really nice pass instead over to Martin. Havivian, trailing back, will go to Fernandez. 1 minute gone in this 4-minute double overtime period. Havivian has it. Gets past one defender, draws the double. Some space open in front of the crease. Doorstep, shot, bouncer, and it's over! McAllister Hobbs scores the game winner, and Jesuit beats ESD in double overtime. Your final score, 11-10.
Jesuit goal. Game-winning double overtime goal scored by McAllister Hobbs. His 3rd goal of the evening, assisted
and
by
the Rangers, rightfully so,
2nd assist of the evening.
Going nuts.
Our final score, ladies and gentlemen,
Jesuit
11,
remains unbeaten on the year
10.
with an absolutely massive win over ESD. Another fantastic installment between these two teams, and Jesuit walks away with the win.